Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, I'm KingNido and today we're coming here from Montana City where the ghost type sylphs are looking to continue their domination over the PokeType League, and to do so they're gonna have to take down the Verbank Plasma, who are actually the last side that have defeated the ghost type. So with that said, let us know in the comments below who you think is gonna win this matchup of two Elite Four sides. Will it be the ghost types? Will it be the poison types? Let's go!
3, 2, 1, go!
That is right, this is the first of our two Elite Four matchups this round, as it is going to be Brute Bonnet and Overcool starting out for the Verbank Plasma. It's going to be Bascular Legion and Rotom Wash starting out for the Montana Surface, which means we are starting this matchup with two terrestrial Pokemon. It is going to be Rotom taking on that Ghost Terra typing. It is going to be Brute Bonnet taking on that Poison Terra typing, and you would expect Rotom to know exactly how to handle being a Ghost type in this matchup. But Brute Bonnet has been embracing its toxic typing so well this season, and it will look to continue that here today, especially if the Verbank Plasma want to try and get a victory over the Montana Sylphs. But like I said, the last side to defeat the Sylphs were the Plasma. Rotom, though, with the speed control, immediately goes with the spin out, so it's probably going to give up that speed control, going immediately for Brute Bonnet. It does cut greatly into its speed. Overcool responds though with the fusion flare, and it's going to go for Bascular Legion, so it is going to be resisted there thanks to its part water type, and its Bascular Legion does go with the false swap, but that is not a shiny Brute Bonnet, as Brute Bonnet goes for the fire punch. Gets a great connection there onto Rotom. Overcool follows it up with the icicle crash, coming down hard there onto Rotom. Bascular Legion though with the guard switch, focusing in on Overcool here. Now, they have not done anything to their defense and special defenses, so there's no stats to be switched, as Brute Bonnet goes for the hold back, but it phases straight through the ghost types, although they are not shiny ghost types either. It's a roar of time here from Rotom, going for Overcool, gets a fantastic connection as Overcool responds with the shadow punch. This will be super effective and gets the first elimination of the matchup. The Verbank Plasma have taken the early lead by taking Rotom out of this matchup. Can the Verbank Plasma do it again? They ended the Sylph season last time around as the discharge from Bascular Legion puts Overcool into knockout range, and also has left it with that paralysis condition, slowing it down. It may also make it unable to move, but Brute Bonnet going with the early Aqua Ring. We've seen it do things like this before. It is going to surround itself with that Veil of Water, as we see it having its health restored thanks to that, as now out comes Sinistra onto the field, and Bascular Legion with the speed control goes for the extreme speed just to emphasize the speed control, eliminating Overcool, but that poison point ability has been activated, so Bascular Legion is going to be left with that poison status condition. That could be crucial as Sinistra goes with the sparkling aura, hitting everybody in the field. Thankfully it is not very effective on Bascular Legion. Brute Bonnet responds with the Magnet Rise, so it is going to levitate thanks to that electromagnetism. Does not want to be hit by ground type moves, that's for sure, as it continues to restore its health thanks to that Veil of Water. But speaking of health, Bascular Legion feeling the effects of that poisoning from Overcool, as now out comes Goldmora early into the matchup as well. Goes for the synthesis. It's already at full strength though, so nothing is going to happen. This allows Bascular Legion to capitalize by going with the agility. It is going to get a speed boost. You have to think it is going to be moving quicker. Then Goldmora now as Sinistra follows it up with the tail slap, going for Brute Bonnet. Good thing it didn't go for Goldmora, potentially activating that toxic debris ability, as the flamethrower there onto Sinistra is super effective there from Brute Bonnet, who is continuing to have its health restored. And there is Bascular Legion still feeling the effects of that poisoning, but it does have speed control back, going for the sucker punch, but unfortunately there are no suckers on this field, so the Verbank Plasma are able to avoid that move. This allows Goldmora to go for the Swift, but those Swifts go straight through the ghost types. It does not affect them, they are immune to normal type moves. The Absorb though from Sinistra, not very effective there onto the poison type Brute Bonnet, but there is a little bit of health being restored there for Sinistra, which is drained from Brute Bonnet, who does respond with the Fell Stinger, capitalizing on that part grass type in there, and still having its health restored. This is crucial for Brute Bonnet. That could actually be really bad for the Montana Sylphs, as Bascular Legion still feeling the effects of that poisoning. It is going to go with the entrainment here onto Brute Bonnet. This is really interesting. It is going to change that photosynthesis ability into a mold breaker ability, so it has acquired that, so it will be able to ignore some of those abilities. And now Goldmora with the triple arrows, but the ghost types are also immune to fighting type moves, and this allows Sinistra to go with the sludge wave. This is not really going to do much damage whatsoever to the poison types, but thankfully it's also not very effective on to Basilisk Legion there. And we get the Fire Fang now from Brute Bonnet, putting Sinistra into knockout range as Brute Bonnet continues to have its health restored. This is still anyone's game between these two Elite Four sides, both being in the Elite Four last season. And Basilisk Legion, who is now in knockout range, goes with the sleep counter. It is going to be able to put Brute Bonnet to sleep. That could be crucial because Brute Bonnet can be an absolute menace for other sides, but the Sylphs need to capitalize and try and take it down as Glamora with the Thunder. And with that not very effective move, it will be effective enough to get the elimination. Sinistra has been taken out of this matchup. The Verbank Plasma have taken back the lead as Brute Bonnet is fast asleep on the field, but that will not prevent it from having its health restored thanks to that Veil of Water. They really need to get some big hits there on Brute Bonnet. Basilisk Legion needs to hold on from this poison. It is successful, but it will not make it through the next turn as Brute Bonnet's Electromagnetism does wear off, and out comes Dragapult. You would expect to have speed control, but Basilisk Legion is still faster with that swagger as well. It is going to boost the attack of Glamora, but it is going to leave it in a confused state. Now they really want it doing damage to itself, saves them having to potentially touch it, as Dragapult is going to go with the Phantom Force, so it vanishes instantly from the field. The Plasma needs to target Basilisk Legion at the moment, although that poisoning will take it out. Glamora needs to shake off this confusion. It is successful, going with the Acid Spray, getting the easy elimination there of Basilisk Legion, yet again doing it with a not very effective move as well. As the Verbank Plasma look to be in full control, Brute Bonnet has awoken, going with the ally switch, so it is going to trade places with Glamora here on the field. They do actually probably want Glamora to take some physical hits though to try and set up that toxic debris, as out comes Goldango onto the field, and that Phantom Force will put Brute Bonnet into knockout range. And Glamora has snapped out of its confusion as it is going to go with the Avalanche onto Dragapult. Super effective. I'm sure they're wishing it was the one that took the Phantom Force there, as Glamora is on the receiving end of a super effective water gun from Goldango. Brute Bonnet though with the bounce, so it is going to spring up high into the sky. And it is still going to have its health restored thanks to that Veil of Water, as Dragapult is going to go with the Zap Cannon here, putting Glamora into knockout range, and now it's the one left with the paralysis, so it's going to be slowed down. It may be unable to move. This allows Goldango to move quicker, going with the magic powder, changing Glamora into a psychic type Pokemon. As well, the Sylphs will enjoy going up against a psychic type as the bounce comes down onto Goldango. Not very effective there from Brute Bonnet, who's been in this matchup since the start. Glamora follows it up with the waterfall, gets a good connection there onto Goldango, and still Brute Bonnet is having its health restored. There's still 5 Pokemon remaining for the Verbank Plasma, only 3 for the Sylphs, but the Blaze Kick is going to take Glamora out with the critical hit as well, but it does activate that Toxic Debris ability, so there will be one layer of Toxic Spikes set up on the side of the one Tenebarius Sylphs for the last Pokemon who comes out. Goldango follows it up with the Water Shuriken. This multi-hit move, it's going to need all 5 hits, surely, if it is hoping to take out Brute Bonnet, but it will only get 2 connections. This allows Brute Bonnet to respond with the Defog, which is actually going to clear the Toxic Spikes. It does lower the evasiveness of Goldango in the process, but that is very questionable. Does Brute Bonnet think that the side does not need the Toxic Spikes to defeat the Sylphs? Out comes Gengar now for the Verbank Plasma, previously a member of the Sylphs, and the Fury Swipes will phase straight through Gengar. You think Dragapult should know better. This allows Gengar to go with the Night Gaze onto Dragapult. Super effective, taking out its former teammates. Goldango with the Horn Leech there onto Gengar. Not very effective, but Goldango will be able to restore a little bit of health in the process, draining it from the Poison Ghost type. As Brute Bonnet with the Wing Attack, not very effective there onto Goldango. And still Brute Bonnet in the match since the beginning, still restoring health, as out comes Chandelure for the Montana Sylphs. And Gengar with the Acid, which will not affect Goldango thanks to it being a part Steel type, and it's not very effective there onto Chandelure. Goldango looking to capitalize, goes with the Seismic Toss, but it goes for Gengar. It should know better. Fighting type moves do not affect the Ghost types. Poison Fang from Chandelure, very minimal damage there being done to Brute Bonnet with that not very effective attack. This allows Brute Bonnet to respond with the Leech Life, pretty much taking back that health that it just lost with that not very effective move, and it is going to be having even more health restored because that Veil of Water is still there, restoring the health of Brute Bonnet. Gengar is going to go with the Dragon Hammer, bringing the hammer down onto Goldango. Not very effective, however. This allows Goldango to respond with the Weather Ball, And yet again, it goes for Gengar, so it just phases straight through. Chandelure looking to make up for that, though, goes with the Ice Spinner. Can they get Brute Bonnet off the field? No, but they have put it in knockout range. Brute Bonnet responds with an Ice Spinner of its own, going for Goldengo. Not very effective, probably better than what it would have done to Chandelure, who's also part Fire type, so it would have resisted it as well. And Gengar now with the roleplay, but it will not work thanks to that good as gold ability on Goldengo. This allows Goldengo to go with the low sweep on to Brute Bonnet. Not very effective, puts it back into knockout range, lowers its speed, but it's already the slowest on the field. Chandelure follows it up with the Sacred Fire, but it goes for Gengar. Gets a fantastic connection, and it's left the burn on Gengar. That could be crucial. It's going to cut into its attack, but it's going to cause Chandelure to be disabled, so it will struggle on the field as we get the charge now from Brute Bonnet. So it is going to begin charging power, see if it goes for an electric type move, as well as boosting its special defense and still restoring health on the field thanks to that Veil of Water. But Gengar unfortunately is losing health because of that burn that it is afflicted with. Gengar is going to go for the Hyper Beam, but this will not work on Goldengo. It will be immune. This allows Goldengo to go with the Psy Shock, going for Brute Bonnet, and Brute Bonnet is finally eliminated from this matchup with that super effective move. It is 3-2. The Burbank Plasma have the advantage still in this matchup as the sun comes back out onto the field. Chandelure with no moves left. It's going to be left to struggle. Puts Gengar in knockout range. There is recoil damage for Chandelure, but Gengar is going to feel that burn for the last time, leveling the playing field. The Montana Vera Sylphs have equaled it up. It's now a 2 versus 2 matchup. And it is Toxtricity coming out. It will be joined by Tentacruel. Toxtricity in its amped form. Tentacruel with the speed advantage goes with the cross poison. Not very effective there. On to Chandelure. Goldengo responds for its side with the avalanche, going immediately for Toxtricity. Even getting a critical hit. Doesn't do as much damage as you might think, but Chandelure is still struggling here on the field. Going for Toxtricity very little, and that recoil damage puts Chandelure into knockout range. Toxtricity with the Water Pulse. This will be super effective on Chandelure. Gets the quick elimination. Goldengo is all by itself. It has Tentacruel and Toxtricity to contend with. Tentacruel with the pin missile. This multi-hit move is going to do such little damage here to Goldengo as we get our first time on it, and I'm sure Goldengo would love for it to go into overtime, so then it will become a singles battle against Tentacruel and Toxtricity. But first it goes with the Gunk Shot. This is not going to be very effective on to Toxtricity. Still gets an okay hit though, but Toxtricity is going to respond with the Poison Sting. Unfortunately, that will not work. Goldengo is immune, remember, it has that Steel typing. Tentacruel though looking to do its part, goes with the Tar Shot. But that God is Gold ability yet again coming into play for Goldengo. This allows Goldengo to go with the Screech onto Tentacruel. This is going to greatly lower its defense. And now Toxtricity with the Flare Blitz. Now this will be super effective. There will be recoil damage for Toxtricity, but it does not care because it has just ended the win streak of the Montana Vera Sylphs. With that critical hit, we get another time on him, but it doesn't matter because time is up on the Sylphs. Win streak. The Plasma have done it again to the Sylphs. First they end their season last time, and this time they end their win streak here as the next round. The Poison types will be in our Champions game rematch up against the Spikemas Rockets, and the Sylphs will be going up against the Vilestone Breakers. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to catch my breath here, but let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field. And if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe. But more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.